Hi there, welcome to Storytime with Miss Andrea, reading on behalf of the Clearview Library District. A couple announcements before we get started. We do have our Find Paige the Pelican, or Where in the World is Paige the Pelican, event happening. We have a decal of our mascot, Paige the Pelican, in store windows around town, and there are clues on our website as to where Paige might be. If you find Paige, if you see Paige at one of those stores, come into the library for a small prize. And we'll also get you a lawn sign saying that you found Paige. Any questions, you can email me at andrea@clearviewlibrary.org. Today's story time is different. We are going to do a backwards story time. So we're going to start with our goodbye song. What? How weird is that? Let's try it. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as high as we can. Goodbye! Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as low as we can.
Goodbye.
Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as fast as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as slow as we can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. For those who might want it, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye! Let's have a seat. So our book today is by David LaRochelle, and the pictures are by Richard Eagleski, and it's called The End. And they all lived happily ever after. Is that how you start a story? I think this book is backwards. They all lived happily ever after. And they all lived happily ever after because the soggy knight fell in love with the clever princess. The knight fell in love with the princess because she poured a big bowl of lemonade on top of his head. She poured a bowl of lemonade on top of his head because the knight's curly red beard was on fire. His curly red beard was on fire because he had been tickling a great green dragon. He had been tickling a great green dragon because the dragon would not stop crying. The dragon would not stop crying because 100 bunny rabbits had hopped into his cave and frightened him. 100 bunny rabbits had hopped into the dragon's cave because they were trying to escape an enormous tomato rolling down the hill. An enormous tomato was rolling down the hill because it had been hit by a flying teacup. It had been hit by a flying teacup because a hungry giant was throwing a temper tantrum. The giant was throwing a tantrum because the cook did not make lemon cheesecake for dessert. And the cook did not make lemon cheesecake for dessert because there were no lemons. There were no lemons left at the market. There were no lemons left at the market because once upon a time a clever princess decided to make a big bowl of lemonade. The end, or the beginning. Let's see if we can do some songs backwards. Have a stand up for me, please. We know head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. All right, do you think we can do it backwards? Toes, knees and shoulders, head, shoulders, head. Toes, knees and shoulders, head, shoulders, head. Rub your tummy at the same time, pat your head. No, toes, knees and shoulders, head, shoulders, head. That is pretty silly. What about sleeping bunnies? Let's see if we can do that one forwards first. Everyone pretend to be sleeping. See the little bunnies sleeping till it's nearly noon. Shall we wake them with a merry tune? Oh, so still are they ill. Wake up, little bunnies! Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, hop, hop, hop. Hop, little bunnies, till I say stop. Let's try that backwards. See the little bunnies hopping till it's nearly noon. Shall we slow them with a merry tune? Oh, so quick are they sick. Go to sleep, little bunnies. Sleep, little bunnies, sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, little bunnies, sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, little bunnies, sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, little bunnies, don't make a peep. Fantastic. All right, let's end our story time with our goodbye rhyme. Can you stand up for me, please? I wiggle my fingers. I wiggle my toes. I wiggle my ears. And I wiggle my nose. I wiggle my shoulders. I wiggle my chin. I stretch my arms wide and I pull them back in. I wiggle my elbows. I wiggle my knees. I hop like a bunny. And I smile and say, cheese. Now I have no more wiggles left in me, and I'll sit on the floor as still as can be. Thank you so much for doing our very silly backward story time with me today. I miss you all. I hope to see you soon.